Hello and happy Friday Eve, everybody. I am back with you today to share another joint friendly recipe that is delicious and perfect for summer or really any time that you would like a really nourishing sweet treat. But before we get started, for those of you who aren't familiar with who I am, my name is Jessica Melnick. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist, the founder of the Anti-Arthritis Method, the host of the Happy Joints Arthritis Solutions Group, and I help both women and men with various forms of arthritis get back to living life the way they choose to, not the way they have to. And one of the main things that we can do to make our joints work properly is by eating the right foods and eliminating the ones that are creating the inflammation and the pain. So that's why I'm sharing these recipes with you guys. Now, for those of us in North America, we are in the midst of summer, and it's always nice to have a cold treat. And one of the things that I remember growing up is having homemade popsicles. So I think my mom had bought like from Tupperware. I'm sure Tupperware is still around. It's been around for a really long time. And they made these really great plastic or whatever material it is, popsicle molds. I'm sure you can find silicone ones out there too. And my mom would make us popsicles with juice. And I always really enjoyed that. It was just kind of nice and a special treat to have that frozen. And it's so much better for us to eat than, your freezies and your other bought popsicles, which are just full of coloring and artificial flavors and corn syrup and all sorts of stuff that, of course, are not going to be joint friendly or friendly at all for our bodies. So this recipe I'm sharing with you guys today is one for cherry vanilla popsicles. I'm going to post the link for the recipe below this post. And I'm also going to be including it on my YouTube channel once this video is uploaded to that as well. So it is a really nice blend of cherries, which are full of nutritious antioxidants and all sorts of other benefits, which I'm going to talk a bit more about. And it also has some coconut milk in there, which I talk about coconut milk and the benefits quite often. And it's a mixture of kind of creamy and fruity, really, really delicious. And it's sweetened with raw honey. So I'm going to talk about honey and the benefits and what honey to look for, which ones to avoid. So let's talk about cherries first. So I love cherries because they have actually been found in studies to lower inflammation and to be really helpful for people who are dealing with osteoarthritis. So let's talk about this a little bit more. So plenty of studies have shown that eating cherries and products made with cherries decreased oxidative stress, inflammation, exercise-induced muscle soreness, loss of strength, bad cholesterol, blood pressure, arthritis symptoms, and a loss of sleep. So if any of those things are issues for you, cherries can help with that. And one of the benefits and reasons why they're so helpful for us is that they have a high level of antioxidants that fight free radical damage and protect our cells. And also, research has shown that cherries help remove excess body fat and increase melatonin. So, if you're having trouble sleeping, having some cherries in your diet can be really helpful for regulating your sleep. Now, like I said, one of the big reasons that cherries are so helpful, especially if you're dealing with arthritis, is that they reduce inflammation and they are one of the top anti-inflammatory foods. So, a study actually published by the Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition evaluated cherries' ability to reduce muscle damage and pain during strenuous exercise. And another study that was published in the Journal of Nutrition evaluating 10 healthy women ages 22 to 40. So in the study, these women consumed 2 servings of sweet cherries for breakfast. And it also showed that their blood and urine samples that were taken before and after they consumed the cherries indicated that the cherries decreased inflammation and inhibited inflammatory pathways. So pretty powerful that it would have such a quick effect. And another one, like I had mentioned, studies show that cherries can be really helpful with osteoarthritis. So, a study done at the Osteoarthritis Research Center evaluated 58 non diabetic patients with osteoarthritis, and they drank 2 8-ounce bottles of tart cherry juice daily for 6 weeks. and it showed that the juice provided symptom relief for patients with osteoarthritis. So pretty incredible. And another study published in the journal the journal called Cell Stress and Chaperones, found that when 20 osteoarthritis patients received sour tropical cherry seed extract, which is a major protectant against oxidative stress, so again, lots of antioxidants, they had significantly less joint pain. So again, those of you, my friends who are in my community dealing with arthritis, consider buying yourself some cherries. This is also the time of year, at least I know in Western Canada, in the Okanagan, where they are plentiful. They are in season in lots of places in the world. So grab up some of those cherries, check out your local farmer's market, and even frozen cherries are a great source as well. They're frozen when they are ripe, and they're full of nutrition too. And this recipe you can use frozen or fresh. Now, this recipe is sweetened with honey, and let's talk a little bit about honey. So when I'm talking about honey in this recipe, we're talking about raw honey. So stuff that you would buy at either your health food or your local farmer's market, or even if you have some beekeepers and honey producers in a rural area around you. You don't want to go for the liquid, clear, translucent honey that you find at the grocery store, because that has been pasteurized, which kills off the nutritional value of the honey. And it's also a lot of those honeys that you can find that are commercially prepared actually do not have, they sometimes contain things like corn syrups and other sugars that we don't want to consume. So they're not actually pure sources of honey. They can also have a lot of additives in them as well. So you really want to stick to raw, unpasteurized honey that you can get from your local farmer's market. And you ask questions if you're not sure about the quality of the honey or how it is produced. So raw honey cannot be heated above 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the normal temperature of a beehive. So it's okay to strain raw honey. It's not filtered or pasteurized. So that keeps it free from any other additives. So raw honey comes straight out of the beehive. It is strained to take out anything that you're not going to want to consume in there, like possibly dead bee parts. But honey itself is has natural antibacterial properties. So you don't have to worry about it being pasteurized. It doesn't need to be pasteurized. It's actually really incredible how long honey can actually, like the shelf life of raw honey, like forever. Like I don't even know exactly if they have determined how long it actually lasts, but it, like I said, it is its own natural antibacterial properties. So honey, real honey, raw honey, unpasteurized honey lasts a very long time. It actually is used, it can be used for things like wound healing because of these antibacterial properties. So we're not going to go into that though today, but it's a pretty magical food and also substance that you can use for other things and other home remedies. So if you're ever curious, check it out online, see what you find. So on the other hand, commercial honey, like the kind of clear liquid stuff that you see in the store, maybe comes in like a little squeezy bear bottle, is often really heavily processed and may have even been chemically refined. So like I said, excessive heat actually destroys the natural enzymes, vitamins, and minerals in honey. So it basically just destroys all of the nutritional benefits that honey has by heating it to high temperatures. So, and filtering and processing honey eliminates many of the beneficial phytonutrients, including pollen and enzyme-rich propolis. So these are things that you can actually go to a health food store and purchase bee pollen and bee propolis, because there is so many health benefits for that. And if you're someone who suffers with seasonal allergies, consuming raw honey can actually help decrease those allergy symptoms. So pretty amazing. So like I said, you want to avoid those golden syrup-like honeys in favor of the opaque organic raw honey. So you want honey that is cloudy, is not in a super liquidy form, that is clear. Honey is also full of antioxidants, just like the cherries are. And studies have actually shown that a daily dose of raw honey raises levels of health-promoting antioxidants in our bodies. And again, antioxidants help block free radicals in the body that cause disease. So that's why it's so important to have a lot of antioxidant rich foods. Often they come in the form of dark fruits and vegetables, like I said, the dark cherries, the purple cabbage, dark leafy green vegetables, broccoli. All those like brightly colored foods have so many antioxidants in them. And this helps boost the immune system. And like I said, prevents against like numerous diseases. Honey also contains polyphenols, which are powerful antioxidants that have been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease and cancer as well. And they also have shown that honey contains the disease fighting antioxidant flavonoids. I'm going to not say this correctly, pinosembrin, pinostrobin, and chrysin. So, pinosembrin supports enzyme activity, and many studies have shown that pinosembrin induces apoptosis, which is cell death of many types of cancer cells. So, you want this to happen. You want to have healthy apoptosis happening in your body so that it can kill off potentially cancer cells or precancerous cells. So it's one of the ways that our body kind of naturally eliminates those things and detoxifies the body. So I hope that was helpful and gave you guys some food for thought. Like I said, I will be posting this recipe below this post and also in the YouTube channel. So give it a try. Let me know if you try it out and have a little fun with the recipe too. You can try berries in this recipe if you don't have cherries. Berries are also chock full of antioxidants. You can even blend frozen berries and the coconut milk together and almost make like a creamy popsicle as well. So there's all sorts of things that you can do with this recipe and be as creative as you want. You can literally make yourself a nice thick smoothie and use that as a popsicle base. So have some fun with it, you guys, and have a wonderful weekend. And to my Canadian friends, happy long weekend. And I will be back next week. Take care, you guys.